All right, guys, there's a lot of big things coming into the stock market tomorrow. So in today's video, we're going to do a quick analysis on Tesla, talk about the current news with Tesla, and really talk about what the big hitters are for the markets tomorrow. We're going to be a little bit careful when trading this, but here's some key things to look out for. Gang, before I get started, you better smash that like, baby, because if you can't hit the like button, how do you expect it to buy or sell button? Hit that subscribe button as well, and check out that free link to my Discord channel down below in the description. Let's jump over to the screens behind me here and take a look at some of the things for tomorrow. So like I said, guys, there's a big day tomorrow in the markets. A lot of economic data is coming out, so this is going to really impact the markets. The market's going to be a little bit shaky, a little bit anxious until these reports come out. And perhaps the biggest one tomorrow is that Jay Powell is speaking. So just thumbing through this real quick here, right? We have GDP in the morning, right? Pre-market, just before the market kicks off. We have the JOLTS report coming out talking about jobs, and we have some other reports as well. But the big one is going to be Jay Powell speaking at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So this is big because Jay Powell will be sharing his expectations on the next Fed rate hike that should be coming December 14th. So the market's looking for at least half a point hike, but possibly 0.75. So bake that in as well. But he's just going to give kind of his outlook and also his interpretation from the job reports that come prior to him reporting out at 1:30. So keep all this in mind. The market is really anticipating it. And then we have also jobless claims coming out on Thursday and employment situation on Friday. So a lot of job-esque reports coming out. The big thing with the market lately has been the jobs, right? And inflation. So we want to key in on these. Let's talk about Tesla next here. So let's talk about the most recent news with Tesla. So here's a big headline from today for Tesla. And if you actually look at the top here, it says stock futures are flat as Wall Street awaits Fed Chair Powell's speech, right? So again, that's a big thing for tomorrow. So be careful with your position sizing. But just jumping into here, Tesla is still dominant, but its US market share is eroding as cheaper EVs arrive. So basically, Tesla accounted for about 71% of the market share of all EV vehicles last year, and this year it's down to 65%, like it's a big deal. But they're forecasting as low as 20% by 2025, just because of all the new models that will be introduced. So they're projecting it's going to go from like 48 models now in the market to like 156. So these are big numbers. I still think Tesla's going to dominate, in my opinion, and they ultimately dominate manufacturing. So they're really going to maintain that nice margin and nice price point for the average consumer. So I'm still bullish on Tesla. I like it long term. If we take a look at Tesla here, right, it's trading super cheap. It's down 55% from all-time highs. Okay, so the 52-week high is down 55% from there. Really cheap, baby, but it can still get cheaper. Just be careful. A lot of these large cap companies are down like 70-80%, but it doesn't mean there's more downside. One thing I want to be cognizant of as well is that with Tesla, it's a heavily weighted S&P 500 component. So we want to pay attention to the S&P 500 as we're looking to position into Tesla, whether we're looking to trade it or invest it. If you look at Tesla here, it ranks number 8 as the most heavily weighted stock of the S&P 500, sitting at 1.46% of the S&P. So if Tesla has a really bad day, it's significant enough to actually move the entire markets. Just bear that in mind. Let's dive into the charts, baby. Here's Tesla on the daily. You can see, baby, we're down 55% from all-time highs. Just taking a quick measurement here. And again, yeah, 55%, nearly 57%. So it's really cheap. I want to come in a little bit closer here and just simply take note of the current price action. So for this, I'm going to pull up volume. So yeah, volume's not working. What the fuck is going on? Here we go. Nice. Must be the storms, man. The storms are holding up my analysis, man. It's pissing me off, man. Fuck them tornadoes. Tesla, if you take a look, man, lower highs and lower lows are still forming. So Tesla net overall, right? We're still having a bearish bias here. And it makes sense. If you look at the S&P 500 or other of the major indices, they're all downtrending as well. And as long as we're downtrending, we got to be cognizant of the upside. Can't be too excited about any of that. Now, you can see the volume here. It's still trading pretty fair, but not quite enough steam to give me confidence that Tesla is clearing to the upside here. Now, that next significant key level is about that $200 mark, which is right here, right? Damn, which is right here, right? So $200 is the last previous high. It's about $200, exactly like 283 cents, something like that. $200 is that next key level. So that's one of my significant price levels that I'm watching on the way up for Tesla. But there's a few more very short term we want to look to clear as well. So let's dive into the 1 hour here and take a closer look. So that last prior high puts us at about that 188.50 level. So if we clear 188.50, right, it's like a staircase. We clear that, then we watch the next prior high, which is going to be right here at about that 196.67, and then we're looking for the 200 level on the way up. Now, right now, the price action is looking kind of iffy. You are seeing very interim, some higher lows sustain here, but I'm looking for, again, a little more confirmation of a bounce here. Right now, Tesla's kind of trading in a little bit of a range here, right? Holding that resistance up top here, holding a little bit of a support down here. So until I get confirmation to the upside or downside, I'm going to be a little bit more patient in my trading here. Now, if we're looking for some downside movement, right? If we're looking to short Tesla, here's the key levels I'm watching on the way down. Simply that prior low, right? $178. So again, if we're looking to go up on Tesla, right? If we want to be bullish, we're going to need to clear above that 188.55 level about. If we want to maintain a bearish bias, right? Maybe grab some puts, baby. We're looking at that 178 level on the way down. And then the price targets are simply going to be as such, right? So if we clear 188.55, I'm going to be targeting, again, about that 196.70 level. And then on the way up, $200. $200 is going to be pretty hard to break. Even if we get nice momentum up to it, it's a strong level to hold. So watch that as, you know, a potential trim level or a way to get out. Now, if we start going down, and again, I'm maintaining overall bearish bias, I'm favoring more downside very short term. We'll have to see. But if you look, 178 side level. So if we break 178, the next prior significant low that I'm denoting here on the 1 hour might be a nice level to trim your position, is going to be about that 169.85. Let's call it 170. Keep it clean and simple. And then simply right below that, we're going to be looking at about 165.33, 165.50. And dang, that is my price targets and analysis for Tesla. Hopefully this video helped you out. Just quick, short, and sweet. Gave you a quick market overview. We talked about the catalyst for tomorrow. Key in on those. Do not forget. And then here's your key price levels for Tesla and price targets as well, and how to potentially play them. Now, don't forget, hit that like, baby, and that subscribe. Free Discord link down below in the description. And I'll see you in the next video.